My plan today really wasn't to make another edible garden, but I have the stuff. I had a few extra plants, so I'm gonna do one more. And then I'll show you the one I have over here that I did a while back as well. If you're interested in this soil mixture that I'm working with, I did a video, I think last week on it, so you should be able to find it. I don't think everything I have for this one is edible this time. I still have this variegated thyme left. These snapdragons here that I'm loving the color wave that's coming out of that orange with that fuchsia pink, and this looks like it could be a white. So I think that's gonna be really pretty. And I didn't plant it, but this one here has kind of that fuchsia pink. It's a little bit more purple, but this is a ignition fuchsia salvia. That's gonna give me a nice big taller element. But then I also have the sweet leaf. My assumption is it's kind of like a stevia. Let's try one. Oh yeah, it really is sweet. So you can use it for sweetening things. Excited about this salvia. I have black and blue salvias. I don't have one like this. This one's starting to get a little bit root bound. I just rip them. I don't know if that's good for the plant, but basically what you're doing is you're trying to get the roots to stop spiraling, and it does stimulate new growth when you do that, or it's supposed to. This is called foxley broadleaf thyme. I liked it because it had that variegation. I tilt it so the biggest stuff is in the back. Now I can backfill. Simple, but if you follow that rule that I gave you where you got the thriller, well, this one's arguable. I just call any flower a thriller, really. So anything that's going to give it the color, and then it's also going to provide some of this filling nature. This here will give some filling nature too. Ooh, and it's got little white flowers coming. And then this is your spiller here, because this will kind of spread out and spill over the side of the container. If you guys make any, tag me. I really would love to see them. I'm really enjoying the process of making these and having a lot of fun with it. So I love to see what people come up with, because everybody has a different vision for what works for them. And I think you're gonna find that it's really, really enjoyable. What's edible is sweet leaf for sweetening things like tea, or I guess you could put it in your coffee. The thyme, and apparently I think snapdragons are as well. I am not so sure on the salvia, so do not start eating your salvia. Look it up first and see. I didn't look that one up. I bought it because it was pretty. If you can find something else that's edible, that would be even better, but I do like the color play here. I still have this trailing rosemary to figure out, so I think what I'm going to do is put it in this arrangement that I made before, and we can separate the scallions and give them a little space as well. This is a planter that I planted a while ago. It's a big terracotta bowl. Then there is a pot tipped on its side so that something can spill out. So what I did is I took oregano, and so I planted that coming out. I've got this back here is going to be a bushy plant. This is a lemon verbena. Then here I have another little pot that was wedged in there, and I had popped some scallions in here because I didn't have a chance to get them started yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is pull these out of here. We're gonna space these out a little bit because they should have been spaced out the first time. We're gonna gently tease this apart so we can pull these apart. We got most of the dirt off of that. Now, hopefully these should come apart a lot easier. These were a lot smaller when I got it. So see how it's got the roots there? And then we're just gonna pop them in. So we are gonna have to take and separate all these. If we grow them the way that they are, they're gonna look more like chives than scallions. There's nothing wrong with that. You could still eat them that way. They're smaller than pencil thin, but you want them to get thicker. By separating them, we're gonna give them the space that they need to get to the size that they might want to be at. We may have to rearrange this a little bit. So see my pot right there? I'm moving it up higher because I think this is going to want to crawl down. I'm going to put some of this good soil down in there though. lots of fresh stuff in there. And then I'm just gonna go through and replant them. Try to get their roots down into the dirt. It's gonna take their roots a minute to sort of reestablish, so we're gonna water this real good when we're done. Not bad. A little fish emulsion might be real good to help them. So those are all spaced out now so they can get a little bit bigger. That'll fill in. You've still got your oregano here. And now I've got that trailing rosemary in there as well. And then this is a lemon verbena that you can use for tea. And hopefully this is also gonna keep some of the bugs away. That is what one more edible planter looks like.